What if the secret to really unlocking your best yoga practice wasn't about mastering some new complicated pose? What if it was actually hidden in an ancient idea? Today, we're going to dive into how to tailor your yoga to your unique type using the incredible wisdom of Ayurveda. Okay, so let's just jump right in with a pretty big question. We see yoga everywhere, and it's often treated like this one-size-fits-all workout. But what if the most powerful, most transformative practice is one that's tailored specifically to you, to your unique mind and body? And to even begin to answer that, we've got to look beyond the yoga we typically see in gyms and on our social media feeds. We need to understand its true depth. I mean, you can't miss it, right? In gyms, all over Instagram, these trendy images of people in these incredible pretzel-like poses. Yoga has totally blown up, and it's often sold to us as this ultimate fitness routine. But here's the thing, that image, it's just a tiny, tiny piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. Okay, this is the bigger picture. The ancient sage Patanjali laid out the entire system of yoga in 8 limbs, or stages. And take a look. See asana? That's the physical postures we all think of as yoga. It's only step 3. It's just one part of this incredible path that also includes ethics, self-observation, breath control, and meditation, all leading toward enlightenment. So, yeah, it's a way more than just a workout. Right, so if the poses are just one piece of the puzzle, how do we make them work for us? Well, that's where this missing key comes in. Let me introduce you to Ayurveda. The name literally means the wisdom of life. It's this beautiful, ancient system from India that's all about achieving balance, not just inside your body, but with the entire world around you. And it's all based on your unique, individual nature. You'll often hear yoga and Ayurveda called sister sciences, and that's because they basically grew up together, hand in hand. Think of it like this. Yoga is your path to self-realization, and Ayurveda is the path to self-healing. When you put them together, wow, you get this complete, amazing system for holistic well-being. Okay, so this all sounds great, right? But how do we actually use this? Well, it all starts with a little bit of self-discovery by figuring out your dominant mind-body type, which is known as a dosha. And this quote really just hits the nail on the head. Each of us has a unique nature. What this means is that the absolute first step before you do anything else is just getting to know yourself. What works for someone else might not work for you at all. So Ayurveda breaks it down into 3 main doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. As I talk through these, just see what resonates. First up, Vata. Think a light frame, maybe your joints are prominent. Emotionally, you might lean towards feeling anxious or nervous, and your mind is super quick to pick things up, but maybe just as quick to forget them. Or, are you more Pitta? A medium build, strong metabolism, and emotionally, maybe a bit fiery. You're sharp, intense, goal-oriented, and your memory is crystal clear. Or finally, Kapha, a more sturdy, well-developed physique with a slower, steadier metabolism. Emotionally, you're the calm, content one. It might take you a bit longer to learn something, but once you've got it, you never forget. Now remember, most of us are a mix, but usually 1 or 2 of these will feel a little more like home. To make this even easier, let's think of them as elements. Vata is like the wind, so quick, creative, but maybe a little unsteady. Pitta is pure fire, passionate, sharp, and intense. And Kapha is the earth, so calm, stable, and grounded. Are you starting to see yourself in one of these? All right, so you're probably starting to get a sense of your dominant dosha. Now, here's where the magic happens. Let's see how knowing this can totally change the game for your physical yoga practice. So let's take a super common pose, shoulder stand. We've all seen it, right? It's a really powerful pose with a ton of benefits. But here's the question Ayurveda asks. Should a Vata person, a Pitta person, and a Kapha person really be doing this exact same pose in the exact same way? And the answer is no. Here's how you'd modify it. If you're that airy Vata type, you can feel scattered, right? So your focus should be on holding still and stable. Use that pose to find your anchor. Now, if you're the fiery Pitta type, you might tend to push too hard. So for you, it's all about comfort and steadiness. Shorter holds, no straining. The goal is to cool down, not burn out. And finally, if you're the earthy Kapha type, you can sometimes feel a little stagnant. So your job is to use longer holds, really focusing on lifting and working the pose to build up that energy. See? Same pose, but 3 completely different internal experiences, each one bringing you back to balance. And this is such a huge shift in perspective, isn't it? The goal isn't to look like a picture in a magazine. The goal is to use the pose as a tool to bring your own unique mind and body back into balance. Because in the end, finding that balance, that's the real goal, and it takes us way beyond just the physical stuff. The real aim of all of this is to cultivate something called Sattva. Now, what is Sattva? Just think of it as your mind's natural state of being, that sweet spot of clarity, peace, and total harmony. It's that feeling when you're just perfectly calm and centered. Now, this beautiful, balanced state of Sattva, it kind of sits between two other states our minds can get into. On one side, you've got Rajas. That's agitation, action. It's your mind racing a mile a minute. It's that feeling of being totally wired and burnt out. Then on the other side, you've got Tamas. This is inertia, dullness. It's that heavy, can't get off the couch feeling, when you just feel stuck. So a personalized yoga practice is designed to either calm down that racing Rajasic mind or lift up that heavy Tamasic feeling, guiding you right back to that clear, wonderful state of Sattva. So I want to leave you with this question to think about. Now that you have this key, this understanding of your unique nature, how are you going to transform your next practice? How will you shift it from just being a workout into a true path towards your own inner harmony?